On this one, make you right on, right on. What about the ration all over creation? Yeah, sometimes rain and sometimes shine. All the sorrow and trouble you gotta leave behind. Right on. What time is a great tribulation? Nation them a fight against nation. What time is a great tribulation? Chiwata bam bam in a big million. Away from the DJ call ranking, baby. When we fling it on the roads and reality, and it's the best thing in life for free. Bam bam little and little, best thing in life for free. Right on. Watch how we walk and watch how we talk.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome again to Like It or Not. I am your DJ Exclusive James Wilbur Williams is in the building. Good morning, everybody. Glad to see you all. Make sure you stay tuned. Like it or not, it's starting up next. Good morning, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Wherever you are streaming from. Shout out to my YouTube people, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, all of the above. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe so you always be in the building. I'm like, oh, where am I? Here I am. Here I go. And I don't know what's going on with my YouTube. My video is not showing up for my YouTube. I see y'all in the chat, but I don't see any video. Sounds about YouTubers. Anyway, y'all, good morning, everybody. Brandon Edie, good morning. Blue Word on my shoulder, Jesse Camaro, Boondocks Dragon, Demarius McCoy, Lateef, what's going on, brother? Tyler Hackner, good morning to you. Roller Dragon, good morning. Laser Sword, good morning. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. And always, good morning, mama and daddy. It might help if I share the stream to mother and father so they'll see what the hell we are doing this morning. And of course, we're going to get started momentarily. But before we do, which celebrity is always ready for cereal? Which celebrity is always ready for cereal? Reese with her spoon.
Yeah.
I'm going to hell. I know.
Yeah. I got bad thoughts that make my mind scared. Hold me hostage and they don't fight fair. Who gon' pray for me and wipe
D Sobers, good morning to you, Peter A. Good morning. And real quick, before we get started as well, too, I got to read off a few of our patrons. Good morning, Malia. Hope you have a good day today. Think y'all still in school down there. Y'all have a good day, all right? All right, real quick, y'all. Our recent and new Lion activity, our Patreon. Mark T increased their pledge. Marsha J, welcome. Michael B, welcome to you. November, better late than never. We had Cameron M who increased their pledge. Welcome Feline L and Thomas O and J.A. Twitch streamers. Let's switch real quick. Streamer Biting Gale gave us a shout out. Sammy Lynn the Con Dragon gifted a 1-month sub to Neon Death 07. Sammy Lynn also gifted a 1-month sub to Big Buddha 7724. Sammy Lynn, also the Con Dragon, also subscribed with Prime. JM Tomb subscribed with Prime. Andy from Ohio subscribed. Good morning, Andy. Blue Daddy 2 subscribed with Prime. King of Nations subscribed with Prime. Agnostic Sister also subscribed with Prime. The Chicken Fried Dragon subscribed for 6 months. Hey, shout out to the Chicken Fried Dragon. Good to see you. And Chicken Fried Dragon also gifted subscriptions to Mike A. Richards, Alicia Draw, Commander Root, fellow streamer Ravana, TYT, Cluminati 07, fellow streamer D-Mesh, and Felicity 91. Shout out to the Chicken Fried Dragon, who always been holding it down. We greatly appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Like it or not, it's coming up now. Y'all know what time it is.
Hey, man, yeah, it's the summertime, right? Let's get it like or not. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Yeah. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's going down.
Rebecca Zora's in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, a real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. She's always coming up with the master plan. Politics, dreaming, trying to find the meaning of life. While the feds keeps us in stride.
I am your DJ exclusive. Y'all know who I am. I stay dropping them jams.
With hope, dad jokes, culture, it's politics. What's here right now is the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I ended up with the plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. Tuesday to Thursday, you know how we do. Let's go. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going, it's going down.
Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going. Like it or not, it's going, it's going. Hey man, let's start this damn show.
Like It or Not with Benjamin Dixon starts now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Like It or Not,
where we're free to tell the truth
and not care who doesn't like it.
All right. I think we were doing a little thinking over here. Let's go ahead
Yeah.
and piece this right. I go in the middle, Josh.
That's
Listen,
right. That's right.
It is
Queen is always in the middle.
It's the queen's in the middle. It's the 21st, y'all. So that means it's our Friday on today because the team will be taking a break on tomorrow, but Bubba will be checking in with you guys in the morning time.
Yep.
He's gonna be teasing up Friday show, chatting with you guys for a little bit. So stay tuned for that on tomorrow. But we will be taking a break, our Christmas break, our annual Christmas break, so that we can enjoy the holidays as well. I'm about to, once I get off of the show, I'm going to finally pack because I'm tired, but I'm going to finally pack and then I'm going to head to the airport.
You get the packing. Oh my gosh, you coming this way and I'm coming your way. I got to go. As soon as we clock out, I have to go get in the car and be to work by 11 o'clock. I don't know how that's going to happen.
Your location is somewhere out here?
Yeah, it is, unfortunately.
Okay.
They messing with me, Todd. They messing with me. I want to say something else.
It's an hour drive for you, is it not?
It's hopefully by this time, traffic gets calmed down. So going that way is probably going to be about 27 to 30 minutes, but in the evening, that's what I'm like. I don't like sitting in traffic. I hate sitting in traffic.
Yeah, I understand.
That's the one thing I do not miss about Atlanta is the traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, speaking of traffic, I always like to say in this city that I stay in, there's organized chaos. There may be a little bit of traffic, it might be 15 minutes, but it's like you can put on a song or two and it's like you just know you're going to safely get to your location. People are stopping at red lights. Maybe a little bit of red, yellow might go, but you appreciate that they stop at the red, and so when I went out on that Friday to the Jasmine Sullivan and Maxwell concert, yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Merry Christmas to me. And I went out there. And I went, solo, and traveling out there. When I know that I'm about to travel into Atlanta, I get really bad anxiety. I don't know what, my anxiety goes through the roof, and I almost will trick myself into not going into the city. I used to live in Buckhead, but going into where Mercedes-Benz Center is, State Farm Arena, which I don't know why I didn't think it was in the city, but State Farm Arena is where it was at. When I go just in that particular area, Oh, I get so much anxiety because cars are driving wild.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In that particular area, Atlanta is just full, so everybody drives crazy. But going into it, it's like it was crazy. So I say that to say when I was going there, I know better. I'm like, Rebecca, you done lived in Atlanta, you know what's up. You need to not be parking at the spot, but around the spot. You know better. You park around the spot, get out your car and walk. You know what it is. And so when I was trying to wait in the line was wrapped not around the building. It was wrapped around like 2 other streets to go park in State Farm.
Oh wow.
So I said no. God is good, because then he hit me right in my shanana while I was in that line. And he said, get out of that line, sister. Get out of that line, my daughter. Get out of that line, precious lamb.
Today is your day.
And I said, Lord, you are speaking to me.
Wait a minute.
And I saw me a parking garage right in front of me.
Why's it got to be a garage?
The garage.
Garage.
I parked in there. I went up in there. They was taxing. I looked at the sign. It said $8.50 a day. The lady said, "You parking in here?" I said, "Yes, I am." She said $40. I said,
$40.
She said $40. I said, the sign said, she said $40. I said, but God will give it to me tenfold. God will give it back to me tenfold.
I would have tenfold my behind around.
But I was not going to go in that line because you were never going to make it. You were going to miss the whole show if you were in that line.
Okay.
And people did miss the show. So I gave her the $40 and I cringed inside and I went to go park. And then I got out of the vehicle, took an elevator, walked past the CNN Center, saw the most ghettoest things happening in Atlanta. Wow.
Oh, I know exactly what parking deck you're talking about now, too. That's bad.
Sapphire. It's called Sapphire. And and you know, all these restaurants were there, and then people were in their nice coats, and some people were homeless, and then some people, which is a lot happening. And I hate to see that all at once. That also gives me anxiety because then I'd be like, you guys are walking around here. We're going to a concert, and it is 3 degrees outside. You know, I get crazy. Then there's a child who just came from school who is rapping. Father has on a Santa Claus mask, but the Santa Claus mask is in white. Why you couldn't be the black Santa Claus? He had to attach the peach piece to his face. And then God was still good to me because as I began to walk, I had a praying grandmother. I started to walk and I said, my God, I have to go a few more miles down. But the man said, the random man walked up and said, you guys can go down this way. I said, go down this way. Nobody's going. He said, I said, y'all can go down this way. Nobody's there. And because I had a praying grandmother, when I walked through those doors, the lady, there was no one there. No one was getting checked in. I got checked in and I went to my seat.
Wow.
And I went down there. I had floor seats and I saw Jasmine come out. I bust the windows out your car. I said, oh my God, Jasmine. And I went to tiptoe to my seat. And the lady said, that wasn't my seat.
You got a lot going on in this story. My God. There's a lot of left turns in here.
And then finally I sat down in my seat. And I began to enjoy, and I became friends with the girl next to me, and we was just singing, having a good old time. It was a really good time after all of that. But I say that to say, going out in Atlanta is a hoax. Going out in Atlanta is very expensive. Prepare yourself. It does give you anxiety. Never park at the location. If you can park around the location, pay a little less than what you would pay, and just walk and don't.
I guess I'm an old head now because I'm not pulling up anywhere.
I don't even go to Atlanta for nothing. I used to always go there for stuff. It's expensive to breathe in Atlanta
because $40 parking is like Boston parking.
That's why I stay my ass in the house. But now, if I do go to a concert, because I know next year got SZA, Beyonce, it's just all these people going on.
Janet Jackson, Anita Baker.
So what I do now when I get my tickets, I try to include parking at the location. Okay. So like parking at the location, unbelievably, is about $40. And since I got my handicap parking right there, man, I'm
handicap
right there next to the Stadium Girl, right there next to it. I'm just like, oh, get out of the car, walk right in the door. Okay, this is cute.
Age has its benefits.
I should have got it. I should have came and picked up your little handicap parking space.
You sure should have. I keep telling y'all, man, y'all can rent it for like $20.
Oh Lord, this show got
But no, seriously,
This is
you're
Atlanta
right
for
though.
sure.
They capitalize off of parking. I recall
They
them doing
do.
that when I was in college, having to pay for a parking space. So we all would park in the gravel and high heels and trek over to fam because they started and they would tow your car even though you're parked in your living space. Is that it was just crazy, and you
Yeah.
have to pay $200 as an 18-year-old student who didn't know nothing about towing and who you should call and to get your car out.
All you know is your car was gone.
Yeah, your car was gone, and they didn't leave a message. You didn't leave anything. It would be the people who already knew, girl, your car got towed, or they put a boot on your car, girl. You know, you knew what it was. In Boston, I know it's like that. There are other areas where you can only park on the street and you have to pay, but you live right here, yet you're paying to park at your place every single day.
That's
crazy.
And look, the best parking though is to always look the man on the street. Come on with the hair.
I want you to do the whole thing.
Come on, I'm
I lost a hubcap.
$5. I watched the whole thing.
Yes, I cashed out him. It was $30 because the rest of it at the time there was some event happening there. The rest of it was like $60-$80 parking. And he was like $30. And as I parked, I said, "Is my car okay?" Because it was like,
I got you, shorty. I got you, queen.
Right, but it was all them homeless people. They were living there. They had their tents, and I'm like, okay, they good. I'm good. I came back, baby. The man was gone. He was not there watching our cars, and my hubcap was gone. They knew they would pop off, so they popped my suckers off.
One hubcap or all the hubcaps? Why did they take one hubcap?
That was somebody that you messed with back in the day.
That's what it was.
Saw your ass when you parked.
No, what it was? Nah, she ran into she hit a curb while she was parking, and that hubcap popped off.
And that could have been it because that happened to me. And I be driving, and I hear. I'm like, that could have been the hubcap.
See, that's why I don't drive in Atlanta no more because people like Rebecca on the road.
Oh yes. So the moral of the story: save yourself from driving in Atlanta. It's always a good thing when I'm driving away from Atlanta. The peace that I feel. Hey, my God.
I felt that in my shining eye. Oh
my God,
that's for real.
Driving out of the city into the burbs.
Amen.
I love it.
All right, well, get to some news on this on our Christmas
Eve.
Listen, y'all. House panel votes to release Trump tax returns. A House committee voted Tuesday to publicly release some of Donald Trump's tax returns despite Republican threats to retaliate against President Joe Biden and other Democrats. It is not known exactly when the Trump tax documents will become available. Lawmakers said that personal information must be redacted from the documents, and the process could take at least a couple of days. Democrats on the House Ways and Means Committee said releasing the Trump tax returns is in the public interest and part of an effort to improve auditing procedures at the Internal Revenue Service because IRS will come and get you. This was never about being punitive. It was never about being malicious, said Representative Richard Neal, the Democratic Committee chairman. After a party line vote following a closed door debate that lasted more than 4 hours, Republicans denounced the move as a purely political precedent and said it could be used in the future to target many Americans. And that's, Republicans will always shoot down and make something that is not when it's simply, hey, we just want to see the tax returns. It ain't nothing that you're making it like you're doing the most. Everybody should be getting their tax checked, especially Donald Trump, who we've been saying his taxes are there's something going on with his taxes. What's up, Ben?
No, exactly that. Like, presidents have released their tax returns in the past. A lot of candidates, if you even think about running for president, the American people get into your finances. That's just what it is. Donald Trump making his money the way he made it wants to make sure that the America never really sees it. Now, I mean, yeah, of course, Republicans are going to return in kind. They're going to say every Democratic president going forward is going to have to show their tax returns, but that's why most of them always show their tax returns. So this shouldn't be a big deal, except the fact that we got Donald Trump able to get away with anything he wants to get away with. Still, to this day, after all that he's done, we're still almost like people don't realize who he has always been.
And they realize it. And I think they realize it, but it's this weird allegiance to Trump. It's like almost like if we don't protect him. How people do Kanye West, I would say.
Mm.
You know what the hell he doing wrong. You know what he's done wrong. You know what he said wrong. It's like your love for that person. You make this, the person doesn't even know you, but you make this whole creepy, weird, culty vibe for the person, and you feel like you have to protect them at all costs. Man, you know, I love this person. I don't want to, I don't want to,
See
I don't
them
want to
held
call them
accountable.
out. Yeah, I don't want to.
Right.
Right, and here we are. And hey, yeah, Kanye had great albums at one time, but we're not here with it anymore. He did that. He ain't the best. Donald Trump was a businessman. He was a president that was trashed. And he did a lot of crazy stuff, and we should be checking his taxes just like every other president was subjected to their taxes being checked out, audited. And I don't know why you guys act like the reason why Republicans do that is because they know we'll find something. But Donald Trump is essentially what we see untouchable. I hate to say it.
Well, we're testing that theory right now, though. I think it's more than just him being Donald Trump. It's what he represents. Like Donald Trump represents the apex of white male success.
Yeah.
And there's not a white man in this country, not a rich white man who's ever even really. I mean, look at Elon Musk. When you talk about that cult, you're talking about the cult of personality that no matter what Donald Trump does, people are always going to support him. He's going to always have a percentage of America that backs him up to the end. Same thing with rich white man, apartheid Clyde, Elon Musk. So it's just they are protecting not only their favorite billionaire, but they're protecting. People think that they're protecting themselves. They feel like if they protect Donald Trump and they protect people like Elon Musk, they're protecting their own best interests, and they really not.
Yeah.
And they believe that it's their best interest because Republicans put that false rhetoric out there. You know, I watched as when Donald Trump first became president, I was actually watching a documentary and I was looking at how the world changed. Under Donald Trump, when the former President Obama became president, the purchases of guns went up, right? Because they felt like their gun rights were going to be taken away. They being, you know, the white American
Parliamentarians.
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 But then when Donald Trump became president, the purchase of AR-15s, all of that, those were at an all-time high because they felt like Donald Trump represented a war that was going to happen that protected white people and, you know, white supremacy. So what I seen when Donald Trump became president was that cult group come up and utilize. We saw when I said President Obama or former President Obama, I don't know, I can't not call him that, but I can never call Donald Trump president. Barack Obama, when he became, they wanted an excuse to purchase guns. They felt like they needed to purchase guns because he was going to take away their rights. And then when Donald Trump became president, it was like, we have to arm ourselves because Donald Trump is telling us to arm ourselves so that we can protect our white race, white America, white supremacy, white people. And Donald Trump believes in that. So he wants us to carry guns in the name of America. And it was so weird. But, and under Donald Trump as well, we saw an influx of school shootings, lots of mass shootings. And, you know, hate, you know, because of people of their skin color, or like a lot of hate crimes under Donald Trump, and because of their sexuality, a lot of different things under him. And those are the same people that we see who are pledging their allegiance to Donald Trump every single day. And Trump is trying to say, that ain't my people. Yet we know that January 6th was because Donald Trump said that he won the election. And those same people we saw come out there, they're very, very dangerous. So I'm not surprised that they look at him and they see the sacrifices that they have made in his name. And they believe that they're already this far, they need to continue to push it. And you know who's not stopping it? And you know who is pushing fear mongering within that community of people? It's the Republicans. They know if they make them feel like they're losing something, if they make them feel like they need to be afraid of the other side, it's fine. They can keep those talking points to keep those people to do their dirty work for them.
I'm just over Trump, to be honest with you. I'm so tired of. I'm tired of even having so much attention put on him. I know he's a threat, and I'm glad everything in January 6th commission is done and concluded, and they referred him for charges, and we're going to see some of his taxes. But at this point, it's like, come on, America, do what you're going to do. How long are we going to stretch this episode out?
How long? Because I am tired.
I'm sick of this man. I'm sick of this orange man just coming across the screen. Like, why are we still talking about this man? Lord Jesus, I ain't never wanted a man to get on my site more than Donald Trump.
But he's always there, just orange and just in the corner.
Like
the fatted calf.
Can it be another man that's in the goddamn spotlight for a chance like that?
We tried. No, we tried. We tried with Herschel Walker, and he came in and look at this. And I said that they were going to do this. Do you hear any Republicans saying his name, whispering?
That man's gone.
Gone.
You ain't gonna hear about that man ever again.
Out the door.
That's it. And it turns out on his last speech, he actually was somebody who knew how to speak.
Yes, I am Herschel Walker, and I did not win this election, but I will be back to run again in 2024, possibly continuously.
I wonder if he was playing the dumb role.
Right.
Or did he just have a moment of clarity and like, oh, there's my brain cells?
Role. No, he was playing the dumb role because this is what Republicans do. Those leaders want to push that and say that they're doing, like it's so they can attach those strings to his back and give him a check to shut him up, and it don't even it'd be a lot of money, but they be cashing out way more often.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah,
hell so, you know that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I hope that he sits down at home with his white wife and looks at his life.
Girl.
And the reason I said white wife was because the same white wife, while he was in an interview, she butted in and she talked about what the Democrats are doing and about like Black Lives Matter and stuff, and she was white. She didn't show her face, but I heard her voice, and it gave it didn't give Colleen, it didn't give Karan, it gave Karen.
Karen.
Can I see the manager, please? Who's your manager? You know what I think is crazy? You know what grinds my gears? Okay. Look at here.
I never even saw I never even saw his wife on the interview.
Bruh, she was in the background. Even know she was married. Herself, her vocals were in the background while he was on air, and she was like, "You know what? I like to say And he just looked up at her like, "Listen, heifer."
Who told you to talk?
She came to but she didn't show herself as far as what I can see. She was just like, I feel like if the other side is that if they want to like talk about like being Black Lives Matter or like what are they really trying to say? What's their real agenda? And I'm like, girl. Show your face if it's real. Like, let me see what you really talking about. But yeah, so you need to be over there. But anyway, as I say it to say, this is what the Republicans do. With Donald Trump, he's more powerful in like outside of being just president. Like he has that Elon Musk. He has that Elon Musk effect. It's a stench that will just stick with you.
Smells like colonizers.
Rich colonizer Musk. Okay. It definitely is that.
With a certain tinge of apartheid.
Right up in there. Supremacist sprinkles.
Smells like fascists in here. That's the kind of Musk. I like that, Rebecca.
Right.
It ain't Team Spirit.
Okay. Listen, it ain't Team Spirit.
It ain't even Axe body spray.
It ain't even New Wipes, bro.
It is not Old Spice.
Why y'all like this?
What is that favorite? There's one it ain't Curve. The blue
Cool water. It ain't Cool Water.
It ain't Cool Water Curve.
It ain't Savall.
Oh man, it is the Musk of apartheid. That's
right.
I know the smell anywhere.
And so that just you can't. That is just like a stain smell, and they just can't leave us alone. When you got that much money, that stink. They're gonna make sure it follows everybody.
And it's a very specific kind of stink, Rebecca. It's a spoiled, man child who wants to get away with anything they want to get away with. They're gonna lie about everything because their daddy never hugged them. They hate women because their mother loved them too much. I mean, they got all kind of sociopathies going on in there. So yeah, it's a stench of white supremacy.
Yes, it is.
Who says Drake Carr in the chat? Drake Carr.
You right. You right, baby. It's the polo, not riding solo.
Oh Lord. What does Elon Musk smell like to you? Or what is the Musk of Elon? Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat because y'all are killing me.
Wet dog. The wet dog.
Oh yeah, you know
a rich wet
dog. Out the shower and then use the out the shower and didn't use the scrub.
Oh, didn't wash their legs. Didn't wash their legs.
Did not use the wash towel. Just tapping the water on the body.
Didn't even have soap in the shower. Like, bruh.
Child.
Oh, Lord, how do we even get on this?
Just look. No, you did just water.
Leatherhead said flat ass.
Somebody put up when you get a chance, Josh. You don't have to do it now, but later on, let's get a good picture of Elon Musk and we discuss the
cheapness of the most expensive men in the world. Let me tell you, Elon Musk, both Donald Trump and Elon Musk, we need to do away with at some point. But not only them, there are a lot of people in the Republican Party that we need to do away with. Democrats are freeing themselves because this is the time people are like, you know what? Let me remove this mask. You know, Kirsten Sinema, she said, "Listen, I'm gonna act like I'm riding in the middle, but I'm really gonna ride to the right." But this is where I always wanted to be in my life. People are do away with these people in both parties. I just need a clean house, okay?
Yes.
I really would love to clean house. But speaking of the Musk, Elon, as he leaves his stain doodle draws.
Wait a minute. We just escalated. Leave it to Rebecca to escalate.
Not the tiny whiteys with the streaks in them.
Just all over.
Because you know he never washed his clothes ever in his life.
No.
He probably never.
Leaving them on the floor for us to do the laundry, child. Over there on Twitter. Okay? We are tired. Over the last 6 days, high-profile Twitter users were suspended without warning or explanation, then abruptly reinstated. A new policy to prevent users from sharing links and usernames from other social platforms was rolled out, then apparently curtailed. Okay. And Elon Musk, Twitter's new owner, posted a flurry of messages to his 122 million followers, asking them if he should step down as the head of the social media service while lamenting that no one else wanted the job. More than 17 million Twitter accounts responded, and most voting he should let someone else do the job. It was another chaotic 48 hours on Twitter because every day has been chaos since he's been in charge, which has been mired in turmoil since Musk completed the $44 billion buyout of the company in late October. His tenure has already been marked by mass layoffs, executive resignations, and unpaid bills at the company. Advertisers have balked. Advertisers have balked. Balked. Rival services have pounced. And many of Twitter users.
Who are you reading? Who's this article by?
Tiger. And many of the Twitter users have feared that the service would simply cease to work. But over the weekend, a string of actions on the platform by Musk that seemed random and capricious roiled Twitter's users so much that outrage mounted and then edged into disgust.
It's very descriptive. I love it.
Very descriptive, like God.
The backlash became so intense that even Elon's most strident supporters seemed to turn tail. Should I step down as head of Twitter? Musk tweeted on Sunday evening after Twitter users had continued questioning his actions. By early evening in San Francisco, nearly 6 million users had responded, and the 24-hour questionnaire was tittling towards yes. Musk said he would abide by whatever Twitter users decided, but claims that no successor has been identified.
Oh my goodness.
And with all of those nice words, I want you guys to actually take a listen as journalist and Elon Musk took to, I think it was a Twitter space to have a conversation about doxing and what his plans were and why he's suspending accounts. Let's take a listen.
A handful of journalists being banned.
Well, as I'm sure everyone who's been doxed would agree, showing real-time information about somebody's location is inappropriate, and I think everyone on this call would not like that to be done to them. And there is not going to be any distinction in the future between journalists, so-called journalists, and regular people. Everyone's going to be treated the same. You're not special because you're a journalist. You're a Twitter. You're a citizen. So no special treatment. You dox, you get suspended. End of story. So and ban evasion, or trying to be clever about it, like, oh, I posted a link to the real-time information, is obviously that is obviously simply trying to evade the meaning. There's no different than actually showing real-time information.
So when you're saying posting a link to it, I mean, some of the people like Drew and Ryan Mack from the New York Times who were banned were they were reporting on it in the course of sort of pretty normal journalistic endeavors. You consider that like a tricky attempt at ban evasion?
You show the link to the real-time information, ban evasion, obviously.
Drew, I don't think you were posting the real-time information, right?
I mean, you're suggesting that we're sharing your address, which is not true. And you're suggesting that we're posting. We never. I never posted your address.
You posted a link to the address.
We posted a link. In the course of reporting about Elon Jet, we posted links to Elon Jet, which are now not online and now banned on Twitter. And Twitter also, of course, marks even the Instagram and Mastodon accounts of Elon Jet as harmful. Using, we have to acknowledge, using the same exact link blocking technique that you have criticized as part of the Hunter Biden New York Post story in 2020. So what is different here and there?
No more acceptable for me. It's no more acceptable for me, for you, than it is for me. It's the same thing. So anyway.
So it's unacceptable what you're doing?
No.
And then he left.
He hit the deuces, bro.
He left, and that was when I say. So here's when I say he's such a hypocrite, and he's a big baby. He's whining because people are calling him out. There is no specific, there is no clear, there is no actual reason that makes sense as to him doing what he's doing. Amongst those things, he's actually, I think it was like, you can't put. He's upset at Facebook, so he does not want people to post to Facebook. He doesn't want people to post Facebook or Instagram, anything on that on Twitter. He also doesn't want anybody to post from Truth Social because him and Trump are going at it as well. He doesn't want anything from Truth Social on there. So it's just his personal feelings, and he's using that to run things. He bought it. Mm-hmm. He bought Twitter because people were talking about how little his hands are.
That was Trump's little hands, but he did buy Twitter because of his ego, right? Yeah. And you mentioned Facebook links, you mentioned Instagram links. He blocked Mastodon links, the new social media posts, Truth Social.
Who cares?
The Linktree though. But think about it, Linktree. How many businesses use Linktree to list all their different parts? Mm-hmm. So it's. This is the thing. This is when Jack Dorsey, the guy who actually founded Twitter, finally realized, oops, maybe I messed up by turning this over to Elon Musk, because this is a violation first of all, in the UK, this is a violation of their rights there. So there's a lot that he could get away with here in the United States that Elon Musk can't get away with in Europe. And so they're going to be confronted. Twitter is going to pay the price for that. But back to the main story, Rebecca, he's messed up so bad that the people who supported him in purchasing Twitter, I believe they've now called for him to step down. And so he's trying to use that
Yes.
Twitter poll as a way to cover in his butt and saying, okay, well, the people said they wanted me to leave, so I'm going to honor the will of the people. No, your investors told you to leave because you're tanking the Tesla stock, you're ruining Twitter, and you're messing up your brand.
Yeah, you're right, Bubba.
I was about to say that's what it boils down to. That Tesla stock has just plunged tremendously. So now he's trying to save face by doing this, and then going to say juxtapose it by saying, "I'll leave as soon as I find someone that's crazy enough to do this job." Basically saying that you just put that out to say that you're leaving in hopes that it increases stock, but in actuality, you're probably not going any goddamn where at all.
Exactly.
He's not going anywhere at all.
He's having a temper tantrum right now. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's all we're seeing. Tom from MySpace actually wrote him. And, Tom from MySpace still got the same picture from when I was in the 11th grade. I don't even remember when I got my MySpace, but he still has that same picture on Twitter with the same. And he said it depends on who you're going to have to run it. Like, who will you have to run it? Like, and I don't know if Tom was saying, put me in charge. Like, let me get on, because I ran a really successful platform and my dumb ass gave it away. And it became nothing since. So, but I say that to say it's a joke. Ben and Bubba. It is a joke to Elon Musk. Everybody is just watching this thing crumble to the ground and him throw temper tantrums as the big baby that he is. He's upset that people say things about him. He does a poll. Millions of people answer to the poll. Then he comes out and say it's just bots. Yet you made a system allegedly before this that cleared out the bots. But now you're saying that it was the bots that were the ones who answered primarily to the question that you asked. So it now doesn't make it valid. So what are you saying, Elon Musk? So and then you come out on a I don't even know if it was on, because Twitter did remove in the middle of people doing the voices thing where they come into a room.
Oh, the spaces, yeah.
The spaces. In the middle of people doing spaces, it was deleted. People were like, I'm in the middle of a space, and he didn't. I guess it was because of that.
Rebecca,
he
deleted the entire program from Twitter.
Yeah,
for it was gone for he didn't just delete that one file, right? You would think that he got so mad about those journalists calling him out that he didn't only delete that file that they were in, he deleted spaces altogether. So nobody across the world could use spaces for the entire weekend. It wasn't until the following week that
Holy crap.
He put it back.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
didn't
small
even realize that.
Yeah. He didn't delete it. And people were in the middle of hosting spaces and got out to come back in. And then they're like, wait a second, it's not there. So, and this is what happens. And we really want to believe that this person was the one that had great mind and great hands into creating Tesla. There are other people in the background who are begging him. They have taken to his own platform and telling him, hey, bro, Tesla is my stock, my boy.
Right.
Tesla is my brand, my boy. Tesla is my creation, my guy. You are just the face of it. Your money has handled it thus far. But we cannot have you doing what you're doing out here, messing up our home. Don't do that. And now he's going at it with them on Twitter with Tesla folks.
This is what happens when you have rich white men who have never been told no in their life. Period.
Yeah. Period.
Period.
Every single category. Somebody got to. Elon Musk is so used to getting his way. He honestly feels like he has the right to change the entire world based on how he feels that morning. And there's so many sick, twisted little flunkies who are out there kissing his butt when they need to be kicking his ass, but they're kissing his butt, saying, do whatever you want to, Lord Elon. Funky ass.
No.
Musky ass. Musk.
Oh, Musk.
Okay. There needs to be a commercial for that. Have you smelled the beautiful new smell of white supremacy?
No, the pungent smell of Musk.
Racism. Racism.
Elon Musk.
I love it.
Keep going, Rebecca. Keep going.
And then put the picture of him getting hosed down by that other dude on the yacht.
I live for it. Look, that's right. Keep whispering that. Fascism, racism, temper tantrums, doo-doo draws.
Rebecca.
I'm done. We got stories to do because we'll be
Good stories this Christmas.
that day. Yeah, no, Elon Musk is trash, and we know that. And we're gonna watch as Twitter. People are trying to stay on Twitter. Y'all trying to hold on. I'm trying to hold on. I don't even got that many followers on Twitter, and I'm trying to hold on. But I just be looking in the background, everybody fighting, and I'm just like,
He done
That's
nuked my
crazy.
account. I get like 5 likes now. Like,
I just go on there for Twitter porn and updates for Beyonce. That's it.
Listen, you know those brothers? Remember they used to be big when we first got. Well, when I first got in this politics thing, and our show was one of the biggest in this space at the time. Remember, Ben? And that was and those 2 white men, Kraston brothers,
Krasisten. Yeah.
and they were like they would just post random stuff about Trump. That's how they got really popular. Let me tell you something. Their accounts were suspended. And they thought that Elon Musk and his new policies was going to
bring them back.
It did bring them back, right? It did bring them back, but it also didn't allow them to get the millions. They thought they was going to get the millions of followers and stuff. Elon said no. He is shadow banning their accounts like nobody's business. And he wants people to understand if you're not and he's like, oh, blue check marks that were bought. Now you guys have been messing up my plan. So now I got to make you guys like plastic blue check marks for real.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to make the the new ones, the real people who have actual accounts, not you like people who just became famous from having like millions of views on videos or whatever. People who are like musicians, you guys are not really famous either. If you're really famous, I'll give you like a gold star.
I'd be careful getting a gold star from somebody like Elon Musk. The fascist that that was too meta.
White
I'm sorry. That was low.
White supremacy.
That was
Elon Musk.
Smell good or smell bad. Your choice.
Elon Musk.
What's the music in the background?
Whatever music they used to put on like General Hospital.
Yeah.
It's like that old, like really like those sounds. Yes. Have you ever wanted to smell like racism?
Somebody said 70 porns music.
Tesla's crashing and burning.
Ooh. Oh man.
Plummeting stocks.
Oh wow.
Failed leadership.
What's that smell?
Elon Musk.
Not scrubbing your legs. Showers every 3 to 5 days.
Elon Musk every week.
Throwing temper tantrums and saying that Black lives don't matter.
Elon Musk.
Wokeness is un-American, even though I was born in South Africa.
Elon Musk, the white part of South Africa.
Nothing like the smell of colonizers in the morning.
South Africa is literally where the colonizers went to colonize.
Literally.
That's their area. And if you want to smell like a colonizer too, try Elon Musk today. The stench will never leave you.
Oh man.
Elon Musk available now in all stores.
Now,
for $8.
$8. Staking and capitalizing is not only, even though it is mostly white folks, it's not only white folks. We got people in our own who are skin folk, but ain't kin folk.
Hello,
somebody.
And they want to utilize Christianity. Okay. And they want to profit off the backs of a pregnant grandmother.
Wow.
Okay. And what they do is lie. They steal, they kill, and they destroy. Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
And there was a man who we
let him use him.
on this show, and his name was Lamar Whitehead.
Is that a black man's name?
Lemar Whitehead, Pastor Lemar Whitehead, and he was the New Jersey pastor who was robbed. Remember?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
You were here, and we covered it.
We took him to task. Wow, my God.
We did.
We be on it, baby. On this network, we be on it. But that same pastor, who we had questions about, he's been arrested again. A New York bishop. The New York bishop with a large following has been and a large following not in-house, but on the internet. A New York bishop with a large following has been indicted on charges of fraud and extortion.
Wow.
Lamar is his name. I'm gonna name that man Lemar. His mama named him Lamar. Lamar Whitehead, who was known as the Bling Bishop. And was robbed at gunpoint while delivering a sermon in Brooklyn earlier this year, is accused of defrauding a parishioner out of her retirement savings, attempting to extort and defraud a businessman and lying to the FBI. Whitehead was arrested on Monday and will be presented in federal court. He allegedly used threats or false promises to collect money from his victims, telling them the money was going to investments that would benefit them financially. One parishioner invested approximately $90,000 of her retirement savings with him, which Whitehead allegedly spent on luxury goods and other personal purposes. He allegedly, and many times I'm saying allegedly extorted a businessman for $5,000 and then also attempted to convince the man to lend him $500,000.
Wow.
Then allegedly lied and told the man he would get a stake in real estate transactions, which Whitehead knew he could not obtain. When FBI agents were executing a search warrant, the bishop allegedly falsely claimed that he had no cell phones other than the one he had on him, but he actually owned a second phone, authorities say. Whitehead is charged with 2 counts of wire fraud, each of which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison if he is convicted. He is also charged with 1 count of extortion, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison as well, and 1 count of making material false statements, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. So he took his Instagram, of course, and went live, and let's take a look at what he had to say about his latest prison stint.
Ooh. Rebecca,
and I
believe. Now we're here. Now we're here. The bishop was arrested, and everybody is coming up with all type of opinions and this. Tell y'all today that the bishop is not guilty, and I'm going to fight it. I have the right legal team, and more importantly, I have God. I have a family. The church family is strong, and I want y'all to understand this smile ain't going nowhere.
Tired as it is.
Thank you guys. God bless you. I love you guys. Ain't nothing changed. I'm still the same bishop. I'm still the same bishop.
That's the problem.
Amen. Y'all stay focused. And remember this. I'm going to repeat this. Just because you was arrested doesn't make you guilty. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I'm telling you. Y'all drunk it already. Don't drink it again. Give it time.
They drunk your Kool-Aid, champ.
Thank you, Ben. I'm with you on that. That's what I was just thinking in my head. They drunk his Kool-Aid.
Where's the clip of him crying like R. Kelly? I gave you 30 years of my life, and this how you gonna do me, Harpo?
Was he actually crying? Was there a clip of this bishop crying like that?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. But this is much more, he really prepared. He wrote this out, this one. The other one was like natural after he got arrested.
He did that. He tried. Whatever they said he did it.
He did it because he tried to change his whole perception. Because any other video that he's put out, he's always cussing. He's hot energy, just all over the place. So now all of a sudden, hey guys, the FBI, they say I'm going to jail. I did it. I didn't do any of what they're saying. I was just playing around. It's not real. No, you going to jail.
Yeah.
You going to jail now.
Yeah.
You about to lose your job.
You about to lose your freedom.
Hey.
You about to lose
your virginity, man.
Oh, I wasn't gonna be the one.
Amen.
You knew I was gonna say it, man.
Hey.
That
man, no comment. No.
He did not. The fact that his victims included a praying grandmother, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, you know, he took also somebody else's money. This is people's hard-earned money. And you who are
$90,000 from a grandmother.
all you gotta do, because you got so much viewership online, people are looking for drama. Then when you post your church, I remember when he did get robbed and they turned the camera around. No, it was when that journalist was in his church, because there's so much drama that's happened in his church since. It was when the journalist came to his church and wanted questions answered about the alleged robbery. And when she came in and she was asking those questions, the camera turned around and there was 2 people at the church.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
But online, his following is major. If he needs the money, just get online and monetize your content. Just do that.
Especially online, because it's an easy way to, especially the elderly, sometimes when they get online, they see some of this stuff, they easily be taking advantage of.
App to that pastor.
He is so good, baby. Let me go ahead and send him all my savings and help him out.
Bishop, and that's what we need to know. God is using him.
Hello.
That's the one with the Gucci and the Prada, right? The one that was showing his prayer closet with all the
everything. Gucci, fake Prada. He lives in New York. You can tell.
I don't like ugly.
And he said, I'm gonna be right here smiling. Yeah, from the jail cell. Okay, you gonna right behind bars
later.
3 years later,
gonna be smiling.
And you lied to the Fed. You lied to the Fed.
You lied to the Fed. You lied to the Feds about bad and lying to Jesus these days. You going to jail, son.
And then you lied about 5 years, dog,
you
for a cell phone.
And you black. You a man. You going underneath the jail.
And he like 5'6", 5'7". They about to tear that ass up.
He really like he good. You telling me he below that?
I hope he know how to fight. That's all I can say. I hope you've been out there boxing, Pastor, because somebody
else
fight of faith.
Your grandmother. Somebody said they praying for you. You better know they hoping you take your ass to jail for hurting that lady.
That's right.
And that man.
Yeah, he needs to go straight to goddamn jail. Do not pass go. Do not
$95,000. Man,
you don't
like you know how. Like how does he? He must not have really read the whole Bible, because don't he know the story of those two of those? Now I'm a little rusty, but the Apostle Peter told a married couple to go take some tithes to the church house. They kept something away and then they dropped dead in the temple. Now, Bishop, now I'm rusty, so I don't have all the details on that particular story, but I know it was the Apostle Peter. How you gonna literally steal from a praying grandmother and then go carry your butt into the house of God and not expect to get caught up? You really thought God was gonna let you get away with that?
And somebody just said that he's already been in jail before for fraud. So here it is. You come out, you thinking that you got a whole new scam that you're gonna do.
Yeah.
No, brother, it's all you messing with the church and the Lord now, man. You're gonna get caught. Always.
There it is. Ananias and Sapphira. There. I knew somebody in the audience knew who I was talking about. Hey, shot. I'd be scared to play with God. See, that's why I don't, sometimes I do church, sometimes I don't do church. But when I don't do church, it's because I ain't gonna play around with God like that. I ain't going in there and stealing. Well, you gonna go in there and steal from people and then not expect to be on headline news.
Yeah, because you will be, and they're going to be following you, especially black man, because you made such a scene to the point where you were on CNN doing interviews in your latest and greatest suits. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Burberry jail outfit. Shoot,
they ain't giving him that. He gonna be wishing somebody was in there praying with him and for him.
He gonna have this good old orange on. Orange is
the new black. He gonna be right up in that jail. But
he in New York too? Oh well,
yes, he's in New York.
So, he ain't gonna go to Rikers.
Charges. He ain't gotta go to. I was about to say the same. He ain't gotta go to Rikers.
Yeah, he ain't gotta go to Rikers.
And I don't wish that on nobody. Like shout out to Olemi who makes sure we got trying to tear down Rikers. But until such time as we have prison abolished all the prisons, this is a man. Sound like he allegedly needs to be in jail.
Allegedly. Well, we got one more story to cover. We only have time for that because I want to make sure we get Bubba out on time. Matt Gaetz, Jimmy Neutron,
Butthead from Beavis,
who does remind me of a little bit of Lil Charlie Kirk, but Matt Gaetz calls out Donald Trump, surprisingly, right?
Wow.
And so did Marjorie Taylor Greene, but she called out Lauren Boebert. They
Oh
they
yeah,
getting
yeah,
crazy
yeah,
over there
yeah,
on the Republican
yeah. They
side.
fighting each other. Yep.
But this one's about Matt Gaetz and Donald Trump. Florida Republican Representative Matt Gaetz publicly disagreed with former President Donald Trump in front of his own supporters on Monday during a discussion with Steve Bannon, a former strategist for Trump and host of the War Room podcast. Gaetz was asked about recent comments made by the former president about supporting Representative Kevin McCarthy in his bid for Speaker of the House. But let's take a look at what Gaetz said himself.
Matt Boyle that he's actually supporting Kevin McCarthy. But what about this is the Trump posse right here?
I can't wait to vote for Donald Trump in the 2020 election. But if Donald Trump believes that Kevin the House, then Donald Trump is wrong. And Donald Trump has not always nailed it on the HR front. I remember having to fight against Jeff Sessions and Mattis and Rex Tillerson. So President Trump is the leader of our movement. He sets the vision. But Donald Trump has not moved a single vote when it comes to the people considering how to cast their lot in the speaker's race. I think that the American people are more motivated by what they're hearing from the folks here. That we want someone that hasn't sold every share of himself on K Street.
Okay.
Yeah, do you see what's happening here? But he's still saying he's going to support him, of course, because he has to still say that. But what do you think about this turn of events when it comes to Republican leaders going against Donald Trump or calling out their colleagues who are going against Donald Trump?
You know, they smell blood in the water. Donald Trump is a wounded, fatted calf, right?
Yep.
You know, you have this golden idol that they literally used to worship him with the golden idol, and now he's failed. He lost in 2020, and his midterm predictions and all of his endorsements from 2022, they failed. Not all of them, but quite a few of them failed, and so they see an opportunity to weaken him. Now, I think Matt Gaetz is a little bit different. Matt Gaetz is going to try to support him and still benefit from Donald Trump, but they want to be able to control the House of Representatives. They think Kevin McCarthy is not the right guy. But here's the divide. So you have Marjorie Taylor Greene and Donald Trump, who are now throwing their support behind Kevin McCarthy. And to people like Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert, Kevin McCarthy is too milquetoast, too mild. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kevin McCarthy is a part of this fascist movement, but he's just not as fashy as they would like. And this is Matt Gaetz. So there's a divide in the Republican Party. They're going to start fighting each other. Marjorie Taylor Greene is fighting Lauren Boebert over the same exact thing. They're fighting over who's going to be the Speaker of the House. That's coming up here soon. So we'll know in January which side of the Republican Party wins this fight.
So I don't hear much about Kevin McCarthy until now, right? In his name being thrown around as far as popularity or for people to know who he is. What is the worst thing that Kevin McCarthy has done?
I mean, where do you begin? He's locked. I want people to understand he's lockstep with Donald Trump on every single bigoted policy that came out of the Trump administration. He is lockstep with Ron DeSantis in some of the same policies that run. So, like, if you look at Kevin McCarthy, he's the same as Matt Gaetz. He's just more establishment. He's more polished. He's more. He's not going to be as loud and obnoxious as Donald Trump. And this is what somebody like Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert, this is what they want. They want somebody who's going to be loud, somebody who's going to be brash with their arrogance, with their bigotry. So in terms of like what he's done, like just go down the list. Every single policy from Donald Trump, from the Republican Party that we hate right now, Kevin McCarthy was behind it, supported it, and helped push it through. Yeah,
just like the rest of them, though. That's why I'm like, what is the big deal about Kevin McCarthy? But you're right. They're pushing him to the forefront like they are with Ron DeSantis. Somebody that we haven't really seen in the last few years. Ron DeSantis' name was not really something. It was just like another poor, like, leader, who was right-wing, but they're looking for these people and they're pushing them to the forefront right now. And I think the more drama that's circulating around him is going to make him more selectable for the position, especially for Republicans.
I don't know how this one's going to end, though. This is a deep fight.
It's causing a division amongst the people. AR said it best. The girls are fighting.
The girls are fighting.
They are fighting. They're fighting. Let them, and I hope they destroy each other. I hope that they destroy each other.
I do hope they do destroy each other. Here we're looking at people who really weren't on the right side of things. I think that now they're looking at okay, you like this person because of them being a person, but what about their policies? But policies didn't matter before. Now you want to bring that into the equation, my friend. And now people are like, no, you're jumping the gun. You know how we go. We just go for, hey, we want him. We want that guy. His hair looks great. We want that guy. we can definitely have him as our puppet. We want that guy. That's what they're doing. And now people are like, hold on now. But what about his policies? And they're like,
I don't care about no damn policies.
What the hell is that? When did we ever say that we like policies? When did we ever say we were for the people? And so Marjorie Taylor Greene attacking her person, her friends, Lauren Boebert, who they both are almost like the same. And so Lauren is saying that she will not, like she's challenging Donald Trump, and Marjorie is like, girl, this is exactly what she said, but you know, in layman's terms, girl, we put money in when you was running in your campaign. Donald Trump put money in that too. We backed you. All of a sudden, you got something to say. Never forget who definitely put you on. Never forget who put you on when you was in that red little truck, that F-150. You ain't had nothing going for you. I know what's up. I remember. Don't you get on here and start talking, because a few years ago you was nobody, Boebert.
Obert.
Yes, the girl.
That's just never gonna happen. That's what they just remind me of the Mean Girls, man. That's
all of them, including the men. That's
all of them.
So masculine.
All of them.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
But here we are. We're at the end of the show. The girls are fighting. Who cares? We're gonna watch this thing crash and burn. Elon Musk smells, and so does Donald Trump. The sting and the smells are going to follow us until hopefully, Lord God, 2023. Please give us some air freshener. Give us where we can breathe.
A refreshing wind. A refreshing wind.
They sit down,
Rain down on us, Jesus.
Shower down the blessings.
Shower down on us, Jesus. Please. But before I get out of here, I wanted to share this really adorable video with you guys. I don't know if you got that pulled, but it is one of the videos that I was saying I wanted to share with you guys, because I think it just shows love that people need around this time. Let me go to the sheet so I can make sure that we got the right one, child.
Is it cute?
Oh, look, and then you can play that weather video too, because the weather about to get real bad.
Oh, yes,
in the country, and I just want everybody to make sure they stay warm. We're talking about very drastic temperature changes that will be life changing. And
really,
yes, like -10 here in Atlanta over the weekend.
What?
Mm-hmm.
I got to come up there, man. -15
Not
was the lowest.
10, but 10.
Oh, I was gonna say like -15 was the lowest I got in Boston, but -10,
like 10 below zero is what they're saying.
In New York, not in Georgia. It's gonna be 10 over here.
Rebecca, with wind chill, it will be zero, like man, 10 below zero.
Seriously,
I'm not gonna be here though.
I hope, and I'm not in Atlanta right now, but I really hope that those organizations that always help the homeless community there, I hope they can get as many people off the street as possible, because maybe 3 years ago there were 11 homeless people in Atlanta who died from freezing, and so those kind of temperatures are coming. I really hope that the people on the ground are getting those folks out.
No, seriously, it's scary.
And it's going to be real bad, like to the point, like I said, I mean, nobody, they're telling you not to be outside longer than 5 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, God.
That bad.
And I think it's going to last only for what was it? Is it that Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Coming up?
Starting tomorrow night, going through Saturday, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Sunday, it might get a little bit better, but still, Sunday is still going to be like, it's not getting out of the 20s on Sunday on Christmas.
Wow.
And this is wow, because I was looking and I'm like, it was supposed to snow, and then it changed to just the freezing temperatures only. So I don't know if it's going to be a mix, because it gets crazy. It may be a mix. It may bring some snow flurries, or because it's going to be that cold. They have already put warnings in our emails, and to let the faucets drip because it could freeze up. So I know what it feels like to be in them negative temperatures when I lived in New York. but I don't know what it feels like to be like that in Georgia.
In the South.
But we know what happens in Georgia with freezing temperatures. Don't be on the road. We're not built for that type of stuff. Like,
My
it's
God.
not,
That's right.
it gets
That's
crazy.
why I'm glad there's no rain, so everything should be dried up by tomorrow. They saying like maybe light flurries or dusting, and that's
in
it.
Florida.
That's
in
enough.
Florida, it's going to be cold. When I go down there, I thought I was going to have a beach day, baby. It's going to be 40 and 30 over in Florida.
So you have to literally take your clothes that you would wear here, thinking that you're gonna wear a real cute tank top or summer dress.
No, in the street because I'm going home. But no. I have to put on clothes, and so I was about to
shout out to Palm Beach.
Yep, shout out to Palm Beach, Creel, South Florida. I'm gonna be out there, and don't come look for me. Don't send me no messages saying, "Hey, I heard you was in town. What's up, big head?" Don't do none of that because I'm not gonna be available.
What's up, big head?
I'm not gonna be available. If you see me in the streets, shout it. You don't know me.
What's up, big head? Is this car bill that need to be paid? This car bill that need to be paid. This gas bill that need to be paid.
I don't do that. But did you get that video for me? Josh, we got a few more minutes.
Yeah.
Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, it's going.
Okay, bad internet.
Oh, bad internet. Okay.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Okay, we're good. I want to make sure, Bubba, you get out of here. We can play the video some other time because I think it's really loving. I'll post it on our Instagram page. But we do got the weather clip. So let's play that one.
Okay.
Y'all be safe out there, man. That's some real temperatures.
Yeah, I'll be safe out there. I'm going home.
Look, that's not bad. I'm trying to do everything today to be done in the house.
Go get groceries. Go get groceries.
Yes.
He looks like he's got a lot on his mind.
He's got a lot. Look, he's frozen, baby. He's already feeling the temperatures. Our internet is a little messed up right now. Let's see if we can give that another go.
Breaks it.
So we're struggling. Josh, we stop putting it up. It's okay.
It's already starting to freeze over in Texas. That's the freeze. The power. That's the internet power, and the lights are going out in Texas.
It's already.
We might have to charge that one to the game.
Charge to the game, you guys. We're at the end of the show.
Patron party Friday night.
Holidays. Patron party is on Friday. It's going to be a holiday edition, and so I want you guys to please check in. I'm going to be home. Hopefully I can check in with you guys as well on that day. I know that I want to see you guys, so I'll be giving my happy holidays there for 5 minutes. But the best DJ in the land is going to be rocking with you guys as long as he wishes, and he's going to be enjoying you guys.
9 to 12.
Ben is going to be pulling up for about an hour before he gets tired, and we are going to celebrate however you want to celebrate, whatever holiday you celebrate, but it's going to be some holiday celebration up in there. I would say wear your best sweater, wear your ugliest sweater or your Christmas sweater, make it a Christmas vibe. Okay, because I'll have mine on. I love you guys so much. Happy holidays to you guys. Patreon.com/like it or not. Patreon.com/like it or not. And if you feel like giving, because this is a season of giving, Becca's Boys. We got DJ X3C and
BPD 2018.
BPD 2018.
Cash App.
DJ X3C on Cash App. You guys, I love you. I thank you. I am going to miss you guys for these next few days, but I will see you next week. Mwah. Love you. Mean it.
Love y'all. Mean it.
Thank
y'all for tuning in, man. We greatly appreciate y'all. Shout out to the family for tuning in. Good morning, mama. Love you. Mean it. And your affirmation for today, so I can run on out of here and get myself to work. So ghetto. Your affirmation for today: the universe has the perfect relationships lined up for me. I am ready to receive them. The universe has the perfect relationships lined up for me. I am ready to receive them. Y'all gonna be great, man. Tomorrow, don't forget, I will pop on, get our new patron members read off from the line Patreon, and also we're gonna tease the patron party a little bit, and then we're gonna replay the show from last week. From last Wednesday, I think it is. So tomorrow I'll pop on for a little bit, man. Then we'll go on to the replay. So I'll see y'all in the morning. Have a good day. Go do some good for yourself and for others. It's hump day. Deuces.
All night long, but the feeling keeps kicking in. Beef with all the girls. Bullshit dripping off the chin. gotta hit the